There are four significant natural gas routes from Russia to Europe. The first route connects Russia to Germany through the Baltic Sea. Two gas pipelines, Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2, have been laid along this route, with a total annual capacity of 110 billion cubic meters. The second route is the Yamal-Europe gas pipeline, which travels through Russia, Belarus, and Poland to Germany, with a capacity of 33 billion cubic meters. The third route passes from Ukraine to Central Europe, featuring two pipelines, Brotherhood and Soyuz, with respective annual capacities of 32 and 26 billion cubic meters. This route supplies gas to Moldova, Slovakia, the Czech Republic, Austria, and others. The fourth route involves two pipelines, Blue Stream and Turk Stream, passing through the Black Sea. Blue Stream has a capacity of 16 billion cubic meters, while Turk Stream has a capacity of 31.5 billion cubic meters, catering to Serbia, Hungary, and others. Before the Russia-Ukraine war, all these gas routes were functioning efficiently, and Europe's gas supply was uninterrupted. However, most of these pipelines have now been closed. Recently, in 2024, Ukraine refused to renew the 5-year transit agreement with Russia after it expired. Consequently, several European countries were deprived of cheap Russian gas through Ukraine. Ukrainian authorities argued that allowing Russian gas transit through their land would indirectly fund Russia's war against Ukraine, and its cost was being borne by Ukrainian citizens. This decision drew criticism from European nations reliant on this route. The Slovakian Prime Minister even threatened to reduce aid to Ukrainian refugees in his country. In this video, we will explore the status of these four critical gas supply routes post the Russia-Ukraine war, the impact of the recent transit agreement expiration on affected countries, and whether European dependence on Russian gas has reduced. We will also discuss if Russia has alternative strategies to supply gas to Europe in the future. Starting with recent developments, Ukraine had earlier declared that it would not renew the Russian gas transit agreement, and that's exactly what happened. The transit deal, signed in 2019, was valid for 5 years. Despite the February 2022 war, Ukraine adhered to this agreement. However, with the agreement's expiration, countries like Austria, Slovakia, and Moldova, which were majorly dependent on Russian gas, have been heavily impacted. For instance, Slovakia relied on Russian gas to fulfill 2/3 of its annual gas demand, and Moldova used to receive 2 billion cubic meters annually through Ukraine. Following Ukraine's decision, Moldova declared a 60-day energy emergency due to the supply disruption. However, this is not the only disrupted route. 3 out of 4 significant gas routes supplying Europe have closed. The first closure was the Yamal-Europe route. After Russia invaded Ukraine in 2022, Poland froze the control of Russian company Gazprom over its Polish section. Gazprom owned 48% of this section but could no longer make decisions. In retaliation, Russia halted gas exports through Poland in May 2022. In September 2022, Nord Stream 1, the largest capacity gas pipeline, was destroyed in an explosion in the Baltic Sea, halting the flow of Russian gas to Germany. The Nord Stream 2 pipeline, completed before the war, never became operational due to US pressure on Germany. Consequently, Europe's import of Russian natural gas dropped from over 40% to less than 10%. Currently, the only operational route is Turk Stream, with a capacity of 31.5 billion cubic meters, supplying countries like Serbia and Hungary. European countries explored alternatives such as Norway's pipelines and LNG imports from the US and Qatar. However, importing LNG, which requires converting liquid gas back into gaseous form, involves building expensive infrastructure. This increases costs for countries dependent on imported LNG from coastal nations. Consequently, domestic and industrial energy prices in Europe have surged, and emergency reserves have been depleted. Interestingly, while Europe claims to be reducing its dependency on Russian gas, its LNG imports from Russia have increased. In 2023, Russia became the 4th largest LNG supplier to the EU in terms of value, rising to the 2nd position in 2024. European dissatisfaction with Ukraine's decision is evident. The Slovakian Prime Minister criticized Ukraine, threatening to stop electricity supplies and reduce aid to Ukrainian refugees. Germany also witnessed backlash against energy policies leading to high electricity prices, forcing some industries to shut down or relocate. Meanwhile, Russia has redirected its gas supplies to other markets like China, with which it recently completed a pipeline project capable of supplying 38 billion cubic meters annually. The full utilization of this pipeline is expected by 2025. Additionally, Russia is exploring markets like India, which currently imports 3 million tons of LNG annually from Russia. In conclusion, while both Europe and Russia have faced setbacks in this energy transition, Europe's industries and citizens appear more impacted by high energy prices. Conversely, Russia has found alternative markets like China, which provides a long-term viable option. The geopolitical dynamics surrounding energy seem to benefit Russia's economy relatively more than Europe, as evident in its post-war economic recovery surpassing that of the European Union.